All right, so buying land in Texas can be a phenomenal investment or a way to leave a legacy for you, your kids. In this video, I'm gonna be talking about how much does it cost to buy land in Texas. All right, so first I'm gonna be actually showing you a website that I love. I've actually pre-recorded this video. I'm gonna show you on my screen here. Next, I'm gonna talk about, another resource that you can use that will cost you nothing to buy land in Texas, and then exactly what the costs are, and then basically the steps of doing it. So let's go. All right, so when you want to know how much it costs to buy land in Texas or how to buy land in Texas or where to find the land in Texas, I'm going to show you one of my most favorite websites, and that is landwatch.com. I'm going to share my screen here with you, and that is landwatch.com. So the first thing I'm going to do is enter Texas in here on landwatch.com. There's also there's landandfarm.com. You can find land in Texas on Craigslist or even Facebook, but this is my most favorite site. It's super easy. So what's really cool is you can pick what part of Texas you want to be in. Maybe the piney woods of North Texas. For this example, I want to just show you Denton County has quite a bit of land for sale. You can scroll down, but the first thing I'm going to do is let's look at, let's dream a little bit. Let's get a 500 acre plus. Let's buy a ranch in Texas, not just land. I'm going to show you exactly how easy this is. And I'm going to scroll down and I want to make sure I check undeveloped land because I don't want a house. I want 500 plus acres of undeveloped land in Texas. Look at that beauty, 650,000, 1,000 acres. Could you imagine owning 1,000 acres, 1,200 acres? Let's just pick this one right here. All right, so this is 1,200 acres. Let's see where it's at. I think it said Grafford, Texas. Wow, 1,200 acres. It's actually under contract. So let me go back because we don't want to get our hopes up for something under contract. So I want to scroll down and make sure that under contract, here we go. Only available land. I only want to see available land. So let's just make sure. Here we go. Here's another one for $8 million, 1,200 acres. You might be thinking, Brent, I don't have $8 million, but I just want to show you this example just to kind of show you the power in this. I'm going to stop my screen from sharing real quick, and I want to share everything. And let's just minimize this. So $8 million is what this property would cost you. So let's do $8,485,000. Divide that by the 12, I think it was 1,200 acres. Let's see. 1,238 acres. So equals $6,853 per acre. There you have it, folks. It costs $6,000 per acre to buy a 1,200 acre ranch in Texas. All right, let's go to a little bit more affordable. Maybe you don't have 6 million. Maybe this is just not what you're looking for. Let's see what the most affordable land is in Texas right now. So if we take out that filter for 500 acres of undeveloped land, I want to see, you could select here, there's 3,900 properties under $50,000. But let's just say you only have about $18,000 to spend. $18,000, let's add that. We're looking for undevelopable land. And let's scroll down a little bit. And I want the most bang for my buck. I want the minimum to be 11 acres. Let's see what that does. Let's just dream a little bit here. Let's see if we can find something 11 acres plus. Here we go. We got $12,000 for 20 acres of land in the salt flat of Texas. This land is probably not usable, but let's just use this one as an example. Away Land Company. I know Clint Turner. He's a good friend of mine. We started in the land business about the same time. I should send him a message. So 20 acre lot in Texas for $12,000. That's a steal, guys. So 20, and he'll finance it for you as well. $12,000 divided by 20 acres. That is $600 an acre, guys. $600 an acre. You can have 20 acres in Texas, and Clint would even finance it for you if you asked him. But let's find some land with maybe a little grass on it or trees. Maybe Mark has some, but let's just see. Not a lot of options for under that price range. You're not going to find too many trees and water at that price range. All right, here you go. You have another 20 acres for 12,000. So if you're kind of getting the point here, you can find, here's 40 acres for $17,400. $490. Let's just click on that. So let's just do 17,490 divided by 40 acres, and that equals $437 an acre. That's how much it costs to buy land in Texas. Hope this little tutorial helps you, and looking forward to having you subscribe to more channels, more videos. Definitely subscribe to this channel. I'm always talking about buying and selling land. So see you later. All right, so now that you have a better understanding of like the areas of Texas that you can buy land and all the expansive of where like the cheapest land is and the most expensive land is, like I've literally went over like how to buy a 1,200 acre ranch all the way down to like a little 20 acre desert parcel. Next thing you can do is you can actually utilize a realtor. I highly recommend talking to the land specialist realtor. One way to find that is, you can head on over to Redfin and see who's listing all the land or the actual land that's selling. So I generally like to call a land realtor, one that specializes land. And if you see that one's got like 4 or 5 listings of land, that's more than likely the land specialist. Another way is you can use that exact same site that we just went over, landwatch.com, and you keep scrolling and scrolling. You might have noticed that the young guy wearing the cowboy hat, he is also a land specialist, so you can even call him. So these realtors do not cost you anything as the buyer. Their fee is built in and paid by the seller when they sell you their land. So I highly recommend using a land specialist realtor. They're gonna understand the topography, they're gonna know more about the water rights, how far the electric is. I don't recommend just going out and just buying this land on your own. They're gonna walk you through the steps because they have an ethical duty, a moral responsibility to protect you as the buyer, as well as making sure that like you don't spend your hard-earned money on a bad piece of property. Next, once you get the property under contract, once you find the perfect piece of land in Texas to buy, you know how much it costs, you get the thing under contract, and then you bring that contract to a title company. On average, the cost of buying a piece of land through a title company, which there's no other way to do it, I wouldn't recommend going around it because the title company is gonna check for back taxes and liens and encumbrances, basically make sure that you're not gonna hang yourself dry or purchase a piece of land with problems. But the cost of a title company is generally from 9 to 1% of the purchase price. So for instance, if you're buying a $100,000 piece of land, you're generally gonna pay about $900 to $1,000 for a title insurance policy. What is the title insurance policy? This is something just protecting you, saying, hey, if the title company missed any liens, encumbrances, or back taxes, they're gonna help you cover that with the title insurance policy. So that's pretty much all the cost of buying land in Texas. I hope this was like a super valuable video for you that you understand how to do it. And guys, I've talked about how I've done over 300 land transactions and other videos. I hope you've subscribed to this channel because I'm giving you all my ninja tips, my trade secrets. We've done over 310 parcels of land and I've got over 114 notes paying me every single month. It gives me time freedom, financial freedom, and geography freedom. And I love this business because there's virtually no competition and land is just simple and easy. If you're interested in checking out how to get started, if you're interested in building a business kind of like this that will serve you and your family and others, head on over to thelandsharks.com. That's thelandsharks.com. Schedule a call with me and my team. I'm part of the Wholesaling Inc. crew, so we're gonna make sure that we take care of you. It's student first. If it's not the best decision for the student, we don't do it. So we're gonna schedule that call and I want you to put on there what your goals are, what you're looking to accomplish. Tell my team this, and if we feel like we're a great fit, I'd be honored to coach you.